In this lesson, we are going to be looking at playing fills at a fast tempo. To start this exercise, we're going to firstly have our drum beat. Our drum beat is a simple groove that we play at fast tempos where we're going to have a bass drum on the 1 and the 3 and. We've got 2 snare hits on the 2 and the 2 and then a final snare hit on beat 4. So the groove slowly sounds like this. Make sure you are comfortable with this groove, and then we're going to start speeding it up. When you have a groove about that sort of speed, we're now going to be in the territory of playing some fills over it. This is quite a struggle for drummers as we're at such a fast pace that when we get to the fill, our brain kind of overthinks or we run out of ideas and our hands fall behind. This is where some grooves sound sloppy or it's too quick to have ideas come in. To counteract this, we're going to have some simple patterns that are our go-to phrases when we're playing these sorts of grooves. For exercise 1, we are starting with a quaver followed by 2 semiquavers. Beat 2, we have then got 2 eighth notes, so that would be 2 and. And what we're going to do is just put those 2 together. So our pattern is going to go 1 and a 2 and. To make this a whole bar section, we're going to play it twice. It seems simple at first, but at a fast speed, this can be quite an effective fill. So, now we're comfortable with this, we're going to play 3 bars of groove, and then on the 4th bar, we're going to play this fill on the snare. To make this more exciting, we are now going to move it around the drums. So our first hit is just going to stay on the snare. The 2 16th notes are then going to go on the high tom, followed by the 2 8th notes. So that first half of the fill will sound like this. For the second part of the fill, we're then moving our right hand over to the medium tom. So we'll play the 8th note on the medium tom, followed by the 2 16th notes. And then our final 2 8th notes will be played on the floor tom. So the second half of that fill sounds like this. When we put those 2 together, the whole fill will sound like this. Doing the same example as we did before, so we're going to play 3 bars of groove and then we're going to play our fill, slightly slower. Another example of this is we're going to orchestrate it in a different way. We're going to split up our hands. So our first note is on the snare drum with our right hand. Then the 2 16th notes, the right left, we're going to have a right on the floor tom and the left on the high tom. And then for our 8th notes, we're then going to have a right hand on the floor tom and the left hand is coming back to the snare. So slowly, that sounds like this. And because we're going to play this pattern twice, we'll play this twice. Same again, 3 bars groove and then 1 bar fill. Exercise 2, we are now going to reverse this phrase. So instead of playing the quaver with the 2 semiquavers followed by the 2 quavers, we're now going to swap them. So we're going to start with the 2 quavers followed by the quaver 2 semiquavers. Slowly, it will sound like this. Once this is comfortable, we're going to play our 3 bars groove and then 1 bar fill just on the snare. Once this feels comfortable, we're now going to move it around the drums. We're going to start with the 2 quavers staying on the snare. Then we're going to play for beat 2, a quaver and 2 semiquavers on the high tom, 2 quavers on the medium tom, and then again 1 quaver and 2 semiquavers on the floor tom. So slowly, the feel will sound like this. Another variation of this pattern is we're going to start with the 2/8 notes on the high tom. Then we're going to move down for beat 2 with 1 on the snare followed by the 2/16 notes. Then we're going to move back up to the snare for another 2 quavers, and then finally back to the floor tom for the quaver and 2 semiquavers. So the whole bar together should sound like this.